Today we're going to be talking about one of the most iconic manga and anime series of all times, a personal favorite of mine. We're going to be discussing Death Note. This here is Noir. It's an art book for Death Note. For those who don't know, Death Note, as an anime adaptation, it's 37 episodes long. It's very good. There is a point in the anime that is a little bit of a change for some people. Some people like the direction that it goes after. Some people don't like the anime afterwards. But it is incredible to watch nonetheless. One of the best shows. You can also watch the Relight compilation, which is still the anime, and it takes the best parts of the show into two movies that are shorter in length, so you don't have to watch all 37 episodes if you want the more condensed version. And the way they abbreviate it does a very good job of still summarizing all of the key aspects of the show. So that's another great way to enjoy Death Note. Don't watch any of the live actions. All of the Asian live actions are really bad. The Netflix Western live action adaptation is really bad too. Don't ruin an incredible series by experiencing it in such a bad way. Instead, watch the proper anime or the Relight anime compilation. So if you don't know what Death Note is, the general premise is this genius student Light discovers this magical book, and he can kill people by writing people's names in the book. And it turns into this detective thriller where he's being hunted for his killings, but he thinks he's righteous, and there's this just a whole tense situation of his ambitions, and it goes on, and it's great characters, very great art, and it's suspenseful. Great show to watch. Now, you might also be interested in similar anime, so other recommendations could be Monster, although it's very long and it's not supernatural like Death Note, and Code Geass, but Code Geass it is a little bit different. It's got mechs, and it's a lot more over the top in some ways. Now, the authors of Death Note also worked on some other series after. One that I really liked is Bakuman, and that one is basically a story about two guys making manga, and it goes into the inside of the manga creation process and how difficult it is, sort of similar to how the anime Shirobako did insight into the anime creation process, and also the anime New Game went into video game development and the creation process behind that. So all three of those are similar, and the creators of Death Note also are working on Platinum End, and that hasn't aired yet, but it's anticipated to air at the end of 2021. So I'm really excited and looking forward to that, because it's very similar to Death Note in terms of vibe and art style. So that's going to be really cool. So this book, Blanket Noir, what's special about it is one of the nicest anime art books that I own. And you might not be able to tell, but this is a very large book. It's a lot taller in size than many others. It's hardcover. It has this beautiful obi here, and so I'm going to slide it out of this case. So hopefully, there we go. Now, this is the kind of lovely obi cover, and the obi even has some art over here on the bottom. So you can see these are some of the like posters. Set that off to the side here. And if you're able to buy it with the posters, this is what the posters are. So here's one poster, and these are kind of taller size too, and they're nicely laminated, wonderful art. So you can see that's this one right here, and this one was this one here. So that's these two. And then we can look at the second poster. So you can actually see that all of these posters can be found here. So that's the very first one. It's a little bit glossy, hopefully the glare is not too bad, but like, you know, Death Note art is just so nice. That's the second of the two posters, and the third of the two posters. Now what's interesting is I was hearing that this is the initial concept for Ryuk, and I actually personally think this is way cooler than what they ended up with, that being this version of Ryuk, where he's like this like straight up demonic ugly looking thing, whereas here this patchy, almost like evil light. I don't know, this is really cool. I wish they went with that design. And here's another poster. So these are all really nice. Just having these included with the book is just so much value. Let's set these aside here. In fact, I'm going to put this all away because this book will unfold later, and it's going to end up being a lot. So we need all the space we can get. We'll put that off to the side. So as you can see here, we have this cover, hardcover book. There's the back. It's just blank. And the font is this nice silvering that sort of shines, so that's really cool too. Let's put this down here. We're going to open it up. Now, there's a little bit of creaking. I'm going to try to be as gentle as I can so I don't damage the binding on the side here. This is all blank. There's this nice textured white page, and we have light here with Ryuk and Scythe. You know, implying that he's the death god. So in Japan, Shinigami, the god of death, and that's where Ryuk is. He's a death god in a sense. So Light, our main character. Ryuk. These are other death gods. And right away you can see, look at it, unfolding. We're going to go slowly through this, and we'll try to be gentle with this massive book. And like, so here we have this unfolding page, and then it unfolds here, and wow, look at how much it unfolds. We can all fit that into view. Oh, it's even more. Wow, okay, so unfortunately I didn't prepare this well enough in advance. I'm gonna have to, so as you can see, this is just a ton of art. You have Light in full size, unfolds on both. Like, look at this value. This is just an absolutely incredible book. You can see there's the Death Note there. I'm gonna have to fold this just a tad, enough for you to see the whole thing. And I'll even try temporarily rotating this right here, just so that maybe we can see the top here, if you'd like to see the top. There. So that's Light. I really like this this skull, almost like Skull Greymon from Digimon type of thing going on there. And then the feet down here. It's so big I can't even properly unfold it all, but that's amazing. And that's not it. There's more, because I kind of looked at images and stuff of this book in advance, so you got a bit of a sense of just all of what comes in. I haven't actually opened this book myself yet, my own copy, but then you can see here we have Light again. This is like high quality, glossy, nice and thick paper. So here we go. Center this again. We have light again. Now this was glossy, this page on the left, and this one on the right is more paper-like. And this is one side, but that's okay. So really nice art. Now it's interesting because this book is going left to right. You can see the cover being here, and it's just all art, full pages. This is the poster art again, I believe, that we saw before. This one's different. L and M and N. We have light again. Just double checking. Yeah, this is one page. It's just a thick one. You can see more of light, more of Ryuk. Details in the background. Lots of really just references and imagery and all of that. I like this character. Just really nice art. Ryuk, L, and again this combination of glossy page and this matte like page. Really switch it up. Just an absolute incredible quality book. This is any fan of Death Note should definitely pick this book up. It's tremendous value. It's not particularly expensive, and this art is just stunning. It's so great. Different styles, different variations, dynamic poses, all art. You know, there's every single page packed. And this is an interesting one here. It's like you have front view and then L almost like upside down. Just so much detail, like all these characters in the background, different Reapers, the main characters. I don't remember these two characters that well. Maybe I need to rewatch the show to remember who exactly they were. The motorcycle, I'm not sure why there's a motorcycle there either. But let me just double check. Yeah, no, I don't remember those characters. This is a really nice page. I really like the art there. This art is nice too. See, when it comes to the different Shinigami, I feel like Ryuk's design is less exciting than some of these with like skull heads and stuff like that. That would have been cooler too. So I'm not the most fond of Ryuk's final design. I think that's one of the things where with their capabilities to draw so well, and like they could have picked one of their other options, but he still ended up being iconic and stuff. It's just when it comes to figurines for Death Note, first of all, there aren't many, and second of all, it's like you get this version of Ryuk instead of all these skull-like gods that would have been, in my opinion, cooler. And yeah, there's not a lot of art books or figurines and all that kind of merchandise, and the few that exist are unfortunately poor quality. Since Death Note is an older anime, here's another fold out. So, shift over here and hopefully get a good view. Like, look at that. Isn't that wonderful? I don't think I've ever seen an art book with this many fold-out pages. Absolutely incredible value. And here, the other side. It's like the fold-outs are both sided too. Like, I really like this one too. A little more watercolor-like, but still great. Interesting poses, interesting expressions, just trying to be careful here when forwarding into the next page. Oh, this is like a sort of see-through dividing page. Light and L. This is interesting. It looks like it's drawn with markers or like a marker sketch. This is also a different style of art. This one, like, some of these are really cool art that I've not seen online anywhere before. Really exclusive to this book. This is a more young looking version of Light. I actually like this design. Kind of wish Light looked like this. I'm not too sure what's going on with this one. Maybe this is an alternate, because this looks like an even older variation. I'm not sure what this character might be. He might be a previous design version of Light, but this one's better for sure. Yeah, this might be another concept. It's just like a totally little kid here. And like, look at this page here. Wow, this is something too. Like, this is just really cool. There's so much to unpack. Every single page you gotta unfold it and rotate it, and there's like tons of characters and some of the camp that M and N are just they don't do it for me. This is where I was not fond of them. Let me just say that. But Death Note is just it's very unique and very character driven. That's what's great. And I really wish there was more dark anime in the similar to Death Note. We're not necessarily set in this modern times, but that's why I'm so excited about Platinum End, because it's the same kind of art stuff. There's an art book for Platinum End. I mean, I haven't read the manga, so the fact that it is getting an anime adaptation is a good sign. Of course, these are some of the most iconic. It's a duo who worked on Death Note, an artist and a writer, and that's why it's interesting with Bakuman, because there's also a duo, so it's very much written based on their personal experiences, mangakas. Maybe not the romance part. I'm not entirely sure. Because in Bakuman, the idea is one of the characters likes this girl, and basically that's his driving force for a lot of what he's doing. I'm not sure if one of the creators of Death Note actually was motivated in his personal life or not. That I'm not sure. Every page in this book is just great. Like, each of these can be a poster in and of itself, you know, laminated, high quality, large size. Right, I'm not even talking about the fold-outs here, but each of these is, you know, they're not holding back at all. So, you know, effectively you're buying like 100 pages of posters. Minus the one-sided page with trying to make out what exactly is written here. Home est un être fascinant. It was really hard to make out. L'homme. Anyway, sort of like a blank. Now there is some repeats of the posters that previously came with the book in the OB kind of cover. So if you do end up getting a copy of the book and you know you don't get this poster or some of the others, it looks like they're all there. I might have to double check to make sure, but at least some of them are. So this is again, yeah, this is Ryuk, the alternative art, which I prefer. So these two are both posters. So if you can't get the poster, not that big a deal, though would be nice. I don't know what this is supposed to be, like a version of Light. It's kind of odd. And some of these other characters I don't quite know. I wonder if this is an alternate version of M or N. She's got these like water guns she's playing with. I'm not really don't know who these characters are. Maybe they were, you know, other designs. This one looks kind of like Nier Automata art style character, or you know, very JRPG inspired. This looks like the same character with no, not the same one as water guns, but this is like way out there with werewolves and I have no idea what this is, but it's interesting. Definitely have not seen this might be a deviation and not even Death Note anymore, just other artworks of the artist. Yeah, I think we're past Death Note now, and just other characters. Interesting to see. Oh, we have another fold out. And this is a non-glossy. This is a matte fold out. Oh, very cool. It's like from some samurai-like series. Also incredible art style. Love the texture and everything. Like, this is just incredible. And look at this. Alright, so we gotta... Yeah, I believe this is another one of their series. I'm not entirely sure which one this is. I have not seen this one. That's really cool. It's nice that they're including other stuff. And then back to a gloss page. You just have to be really careful with this book when you're folding it, because it goes right up, so you don't want to damage any of these incredible pages. So just make sure you got a good view of this one before I fold it in. There we go. More of a samurai looking character and this interesting girl in this interesting costume. Another fold up? No, this is normal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read up about this. If you know anything about these characters, or you know, please let me know in the comments below. But I'll look into what exactly this is. I wonder if these are like Zodiac related or something. I'm not even gonna try to guess. Not sure. Karakuri Soshi. those I'm not too familiar with. I don't mind though. There's so much Death Note that already came in this book. Like total. Definitely glad they went with the art style they did for Death Note and not some of these other styles that are being explored here. This is another absolutely massive thing coming up, so try to carefully open this up. This is also a matte page here, a little more fragile. These two characters here. And then we're gonna fold this whole massive. Okay, so it looks like they're different, so we can do them one at a time. So that's gonna make it a little bit easier. So you can see this side now. I'll fold that in. I'll carefully slide over here and open this one up. This is for sure one of the coolest art books I've seen. Go here. I like how they even have you know, just some flowers. Really nice. Just gently fold this in here. And we're back. Looks like the Go pieces, so maybe this anime is related to Go. I'm not sure. Oh, and this is very different. This has this like Baka to Testu Shokanji style with these like dotted fillings and whatnot. Sometimes seen in anime where they kind of do different patterns to fill them. Although that anime is much more chibi than this. Looks like the same anime there. We can rotate. Show you this one. Go Arnie, go. I just gotta be careful, make sure I'm not missing any pages. I'm not gonna rotate all these just because there are so many of them are, you know what, it's fine. This art is worth not being lazy for. Let's rotate and get a nice view of all of it. Not sure what the bunny girl is. She's not always a bunny girl, but she is with this. Oh, just gotta be careful there. There we go. Get a nice view. I do like the art style here. This is kind of resembling Death Note. Just much more bubbly and colorful and see it there. I'm just trying to be real gentle with this book because it's definitely precious. Got a lot of detail here with a bunch of characters behind, and looks like there's a dragonfly landing on this guy's nose. It's kind of funny. So this is what you typically expect from art books, right? There's like a little picture and lots of blank, empty space, and you know, it's sort of rough, but it gets characters. So when you see like these packed pages and intricate backgrounds and stuff all the time, and then just the occasional less detailed page, it's just such a contrast. This guy's tongue is really oddly drawn, his mouth. That something seems off about that. Even here, right? A go board, pictures, grass, like so much in the background. Photos. Might be another clear. This is also really cool. So you get like a clear page, but little dots that look like they might be snow. So it looks like there's snow blowing, and then you have her. I believe it's her. I'm not sure who this character is. And then there's the kind of breathing. You see, that's really neat. A really neat effect in a book too. In these blank pages, like you can see, there's not sure if it really shows through, but there's some writing in silver, and there's like silver squares and little stars. So even blank pages have like just some little patterns, some little something to them. Oh, this is really cool. A how to draw section. Technique, tools, notes. I'd want to translate this. If anybody has a translation for it, or you know, just leave a comment. Step 1, step 2. So this is kind of just sketching, looks like, and then here it's inking. Hopefully you can see that. Might be even worth bringing this up to the camera for you to get a better view. Just gonna get it super up there for you, because this is just so cool, and I really want anybody who can't get a hold of this book to still be able to see and appreciate this. It's just, there we go. So hopefully you can read it all. There. Back down. Let's keep going. Oh, there's a lot more here, so. Step 3. Some preliminary coloring, and then some more coloring. And here we have an index going over what the different things are. So page 1 to page 54 here. and then page 55 to 100. And page 101 to 151. Looks like this might be the signature. That's really cool if it is. I mean, not of course an actual signature, like a printed out signature. Yeah, this is printed out, but that's cool. And then of course the credits and stuff. Absolutely incredible book. Just a pleasure to look at. If you want to have something to represent Death Note on your shelf, forget figurines, forget anything. This is what you. I mean, obviously the actual anime, or but this is worth every penny, in my opinion. I got a little dirty here, but I'm so glad I picked this book up. You should definitely watch the Death Note anime if you haven't seen it. And let me know what your thoughts are on the anime in the comments below, the characters, anything. Try to avoid spoilers for anyone who may have not seen it, although it's an old show by now. Everybody who wanted probably has. But highly recommended. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.